Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm trying to start a new series of videos named how to build your toys, actually your weapons. Part 1 is a squirrel. But how to build a squirrel so cheap and useful at the same time? It may be your question, but to answer that you should know your purpose of using squirrel. First of all, I gotta say this is one of the most fascinating weapons in Arena Breakout Infinite because the moderate fire rate makes the recoil control so easy and you can just spray enemies' heads without any problems. There are three kind of builds for a Scarl. First of all is the short range build, which is I never suggest you and never recommend it because Scarl is not one of those weapons which are made for close range firings, so we are not even talking about that. The second build for Squirrel is the moderate range build, which is recommended for farm, sometimes valley and armory. So basically on medium range weapons we more focus on ergonomics and a little bit on controls, vertical and horizontal controls, and we don't even think about effective range and also hipfire stability. So for the barrel we will go for the smaller one because we'll have more ergonomics on our weapon. So here you can see if we use medium one we'll lose 3 ergonomics and our weapon will be a little heavier than before, so small one is enough. I know suppressor is really satisfying on weapons like Scarl with low fire rate, but what we really do need is something cheap that controls the weapon's recoil, because with 36 horizontal recoil we can even control Scarl. I'll go for AR universal muzzle brakes, so here's the reason. Because your vertical recoil will be controlled anyway, our problem is horizontal recoil, which AR universal will control it very good, and also it is really cheap. If you look at here you can see it's only 1k. But there are really better muzzles which are really more expensive. I'm trying to save your money, not to blow it up. For front sight we got no choice for Scarl, so we just use as it is. About the lasers, they are actually unnecessary and won't help you anyway because we are fighting medium range, not close range. And also for charging handle we don't have any choice again, so we just use whatever we can. There are a choice for handguard but not for small barrel, so we only have again one choice, which we will use it. There are many choices for front grips. I know most of you will go for tilt or this one, but they don't worth it, I promise you. The most affordable is this one, lightweight tilt front grip, because it not only it gives you vertical and horizontal recoils, but also it gives you one ergonomics for your weapon, which is we are really focusing on that one. So here we reach scopes. These are exactly and completely depends on your own mind, but the most affordable scopes are these two, 4 scope and 3.5 scopes. Actually I'd rather this one because of its crosshair. It's really better to shoot the heads, and for the magazines just Scarl 30 will do. For pistol grips I would say to go with this one, lightweight skeleton AR rear grip, just like this one, lightweight. Lightweights are the most affordable parts of weapon in this game. In stocks we don't really have any choices because this one will not even help you to control your weapon's recoil. So we use a tube, and on it we can use a lightweight. As I told you, lightweights are the most affordable parts of weapon in this game. That is your Scarl for medium range. Let's test it. So basically you can buy this weapon for 75k as the game told. And there are two ways to use this weapon. First of all is to use semi-automatic, which gives you more control and less fire rate, just like that. That easy. The second is to use fully automatic. It will give you more recoil and indeed more fire rate. just like that. Let's see how it will perform on red dot scope. The first is semi-automatic, just like that. Let me clear the impacts. It has no recoil. And the second is the fully automatic, just like that. It has no recoil. Spray your body and head. I'm gonna show you on the wall so we can see the crosshair easier. This is the build for medium range Scarl. So for high range Scarl build, we have to use the long barrel. That's the most important thing on high range weapons, so you'll have more effective range here. And for the handguard, of course we'll use the extension handguard because we really need the recoil here. For barrel, you can use a suppressor if you want to be suppressed in maps like Storm Warnings or Valley, but I would recommend you the one here, flash suppressor, because it also suppress your flash and your weapons flash will not bother your eyes anymore, and it will gives you a little control on your weapons recoil. For front grips, I would suggest triangular because it also gives you controls on your weapons recoil and also a little ergonomics so you can hold your breath more. In here we don't have really choices, so we only can use the only choice that game gives us. For the scope, I would like 2.7x scope, but you can change it if you don't like it. You can choose whatever magazine you like to choose. I will go with this one, window one, so I can see how much ammo do I have on my weapon. And for the pistol grip, we will again go for lightweight skeleton AR, so we'll have more ergonomics. For stock, we'll go with a Scarl tube and use a carbon lightweight on it, so we won't have to pay too much for it. It will only be 161,000 coins. That's too cheap for a long range weapon actually. You can of course improve it by using regular carbine here. It will give you more control on your recoil and also more ergonomics, but I would suggest this one because in that way you'll have to pay too much for it. Alright, let's test this weapon. Alright, first of all we're gonna use it in medium range and see how it will perform on 2 scope, just like here. As you can see, the recoil is too smooth and you can shoot your enemy's head easily. So now we are going for 70 meters, which is really far. If you're pro at controlling your weapons recoil, you can use it on fully automatic, and if you're not, I'd suggest you to use semi-automatic one. I'll show you how. So let's see what will happen. As you can see, your ammo will spread on your target, so it makes it harder to get headshot from your target. So you can use semi-automatic and shot your target. Just like that. You can use semi-automatic for more accurate ammos, and it gives you an advantage in front of M110s and sniper rifles, so because you do have more fire rate. And here's the performance in 100 meters. See, you can really headshot your opponent easily. I'm gonna show you on further than 100 meters for this one and this one. Okay, you can only use 2 or 3 ammo to kill your opponent. Actually, I'm using HP ammo right now. That's why they're not gonna die. So that's it. That is the 2 builds for Scarl. I hope you enjoyed it. I would like to have your comments about this video. You've got to see you later from Alligator.